Harold. It is a pleasure here to talk to you.
Hey, Big J.
It's good to talk to you, man. I'm very, very excited.
You too.
And it's got to be exciting. I feel like everything, obviously, I'm a theater kid at heart. So I guess to me, every day of being a famous actor would be exciting. But I'm guessing right now.
Am I a famous actor? Hold on, Jay. hold on there.
I feel like every day for you is just got to be a trip. I mean, you got a beautiful, talented, amazing family. The career is just off the hook right now. I mean, life's good, right?
Life is really, really good, but I got to be honest, Jay. Like, I really want to ask you questions about Montana because, I just have dreams about being in Montana and looking at the big sky and relaxing and enjoying life, breathing in great air. I really just want to talk to you about that.
Well, that is fine. People here in Montana love when people from outside of Montana love us as much as we love it. So,
have you ever? Yeah, you guys got it all there. Oh, I wish I could live there.
Have you been out here before?
I've only ever driven through a few times, and every time I drive through, I'm just wait a minute, what am I doing? And what am I doing in New York or California? What am I doing there? So I haven't spent much time there, and it's just stuff that you've read about or heard about when I've driven through, and that's kind of it. And that's all I've ever done. And you can actually drive kind of fast in Montana, can't you?
Yeah, we do we did a thing, probably 15, 20 years ago where we got rid of the speed limit and changed it to reasonable and prudent on the interstates until the federal government told us we couldn't have any funding, and so we had to get rid of that. But we're still up to 75 or 80 out there, so we get pretty good.
You can get after it a little bit. I mean, and that's not like I'm trying to drive fast, but I just mean it felt so pretty. Yeah, anyway.
Well, we got to get you out here.
I know I should be talking about stuff.
No. But we've got to get you out here for sure for some point. At least for a family visit. I mean, we got great little resort towns, and just enjoy a weekend or a week up here.
Now, look, you said you're a theater guy. Is there a lot of theater that happens in Montana?
A surprising amount of theater for such a small state here. We have a good comedy scene too here in Billings. Actually, it's we're a thriving little market. But yeah, we've got a repertory theater company here, a community theater. We got 3 local theater companies here in Billings, and we got a statewide repertory theater company and a good theater program at the University of Montana that does a lot of good work. And yeah, we got good stuff.
I'm gonna have to look.
Actually, Harold,
I'm going to have to look into your rep company, see what's going on there.
Something to think about. We have a international film festival coming up in a few months. It'll be the premiering here. So maybe next year to schedule a trip, get one of the films you're working on into the film festival and bring the whole family out for a little Q&A.
That sounds awesome. Yeah. Look at that, Big J.
Look at it.
We figure it out.
We're making it happen. You guys, we're talking to Harold Perrineau about all of his amazing stuff he's got coming up. Let's talk Claus, Harold. Tell us about the show. Tell us what's coming up. Tell us about your character. And I think, it's one of those shows, if people are watching it, they love it. They know what it's about. They just want to hear more about it. But to people that are going, what is Claus? There are so many shows out there these days that sometimes people miss them. Fill us in.
So Claus takes place in Florida, in this little county, Manatee County, and it follows these 5 women who run a nail salon. They're these nail technicians, and they're really great. They're really different and diverse, and their side hustle is they launder money for the Dixie Mafia, or at least that's where it started off last season. This season, now they're laundering money for the Russian Mafia, and so and there is a lot of really crazy, interesting things going on in this little county in Florida. That being said, I play a character. His name is Dean. He is the brother of the lead actress. Her name is Desna, played by Niecy Nash, the lovely and talented Niecy Nash, and Dean is sort of her heart. And Dean is autistic. And so she's taken care of him her whole life. And so while all this crazy stuff is going on, she's really just trying to work hard to get her and Dean into a better situation than they've had their whole life. But it's a long road getting to sanity. So that's what Claus is a little about, and that's what my character is a little about.
What sort of preparation did you do, Harold, to figure out how to play a character with a affliction like that? I mean, did you have to go deep? Did you just decide it's unique to me and here's what I'm creating? Did you study people? How'd that work?
Yeah, I did. I did all those things. I had to. I started off by. I went on YouTube, and there's a channel called Ask an Autistic, and it's a young woman who's autistic, and she talks about all these different things, like what her sensory perception is like, what stimming is, all these different little things she talks about. And so I got to sort of understand it from that perspective at first. And then I went and talked to like some doctors. I visited some schools that specialize in young adults and adults living with autism. And then I went back and forth with the writers, and we just kept trying to create the character. And as the season has gone on, he's been evolving quite a bit. He started up as a character who didn't have a lot of verbal skills, and it's turning out that he actually does have more verbal skills than we actually talked about in the beginning. And so, you just go in there with as much respect I did with as much respect as I could for the way that people think, or the way that they use, or the way that their brain is formed, and then and go from there and try to build out a character that feels like a real person.
I love it. I mean, it's such a cool, and honestly too. I mean, obviously you're fantastic, Harold, but Niecy Nash has been on the show before too, and I think she's just wonderful. She's such a fun lady, and she just does such a great job in any role. I think, but
she's so fun and so funny, and like she's just naturally funny. Like sometimes we're sitting and talking, and she just starts saying, and I'm on the floor like laughing. Like she's so good and so funny, and can make you cry as well. So, yeah, I love Niecy Nash.
Absolutely. What else are we... recently, I saw you because I powered through Goliath, because we talked to Billy Bob Thornton about a month ago for Goliath, and I watched all of that, so I got to see you there. There's a good thing. You got to work with Billy Bob. See, he finds a way. He's coming through Montana playing with his band. He's coming to Billings here and to play with the Boxmaster. You got to start like a side project that will bring you to Montana.
Maybe I can ask Billy if I can play with his band.
He asked me. He said he likes to have a really, really bad opening band open for him. So he asked me if I could learn how to play guitar horribly. So yeah, ask him. Tell him you don't know how to play, but you're interested.
But I'm into it.
Yeah, I love it. We gotta talk Lost a little bit. I have to let you know at least that my producer and his wife both have Lost tattoos, Harold.
We got him on Lost Day.
Cut it out.
Yes. Got him on Lost Day, April 8th, 2015. We went in and she got Not Penny's boat on her wrist, and I got the Lost numbers.
Look at that.
That is amazing. You guys, that's commitment. That is real commitment.
Is it bad?
The rest of your life, that's there.
Is it bad that I just hate you as a person because of your character, Michael Dawson, on Lost?
No. Look, you're committed. You have tattoos. You have the right to hate any character that you want. Except I'm till this day, I'll be honest, I don't know why people hate Michael. I'm a little confused by that one. So you want to tell me about that?
Well, we give you props for shooting Ana Lucia because she was the worst. So that was good, but you shot Libby, and Libby didn't deserve it. Hurley didn't deserve it. And then and then I guess like the whole beginning of season 2, where all you did was run around screaming Walt for like 9 episodes, got a little old.
Harold,
Yeah.
these fans are
I know,
so.
but you did redeem yourself on the freighter when you blew the thing up. So I mean, we got to give you credit.
Myself up?
That was your one redeeming quality in the entire show.
It was Harold. They're so harsh. These fans are so harsh.
The worst.
Look, that's how they feel about it. I'm always like, I don't understand. Michael was the only character, and you're going to disagree with me. He was the only character who, before they got on the island, didn't do anything wrong. Like somebody took his kid. He went to get the kid. He went to try to take care of the kid. He did whatever he could to get the kid back.
You were a great
he's
father.
He's a terrible guy. I'm like, what?
You were a great father, and I gotta say, you were my favorite part of the MKTO music video, where all of a sudden you cross paths with Malcolm Kelly there, Walt, in the music video. I thought that was fun.
We do have a Harold on our app here. We do have a Michael Dawson was one of my favorite characters from Lost. So it's
okay.
It's hit and miss, my friend. Hit and miss. Let's talk a little bit about.
Hit and miss.
Let's talk a little bit about other projects here, of course. Claws, obviously happening right now. You guys got to check that out. The season premiere is coming up.
Season finale. It's the season finale.
Or
Sunday.
Premieres don't end seasons anymore. I forgot what words mean.
They really don't. That's not how it goes. It's really different now.
I do TV in reverse. I watch the end and I go, I wonder how we got here, and then go backwards. Let's talk a little bit
How
about
I Met Your Mother.
Exactly. You have a ton of other projects you've worked on here that'll be coming out in the future. Tell us about some of them that you're really excited for.
I got a couple of things that are coming out. There's one that is pretty unexpected. When I got the call for it, I thought it was really interesting, and it's called Dumplin', starring Jennifer Aniston, and it's about this young girl who has a body image issue. You know, she's a heavy girl, and she joins this pageant, and she brings her friends along, and then she goes and meets one of her aunt's best friends, and that's me, and I'm a Dolly Parton impersonator. I can't wait until people, even when I got the call for that one, I was like, this is Harold Perrineau. Do you guys know who you're calling? I can't do Dolly.
That is crazy. I love it. I mean, the cast of that is great, and that's based on a big book and stuff. I mean, that's probably going to be a pretty big movie.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, hopefully it's going to be big, and it seems fun. The young girls in it are really, really fun, and so Jennifer's great. So hopefully people will dig that one. So that's coming out soon, and then a bunch of other little things are coming out. So we'll see.
I love it. Just for the weird, compliments twisted in the the weird hate and love from the producer here, I got to give you this one from our app that came in. Can we tell Harold and give him a shout out for still being my favorite character from Romeo and Juliet? Absolutely amazing. I'm 27 and I still watch that movie at least once a week.
I love it. Good. Romeo and Juliet's one of my favorites. So, Baz Luhrmann and Leo and all those guys, just spectacular job they all did. And so, I get it. I get why you would still watch that one. I get it. It's a never-ending story, young love and all the craziness that happens there.
I want to go back and at least defend myself on my hate for you. At least you made an impact, all right? You played the character so well that I disliked you.
There it is.
Listen, I'm not mad at you for it. I just don't understand it, but I totally get it. Like, you're not the only one. Like, I've actually, during the time of the thing, the first season, people were like, "Oh my God, that's Walt's dad," and then the second season, people were like, "Oh my God, that's Walt's dad." They were so mad at me. So I was like, "Okay,"
but you did.
So that means I did my job. That means I did what I was supposed to do. So.
You killed my least favorite character, so that at least raised you up just a little bit.
Right.
There you go. It's all on the.
Listen,
okay, go ahead, Harold.
No, I was going to say, even for me, when they told me that that Libby was dying, I even said to them, "Why? What? Wait!" They're like, "It's an accident. Like, relax. It's okay. It's an accident." And people were so mad, that I killed her and that Hurley was hurting. Like, he had a chance at love, and she's beautiful and hot, and I just shot her. But it was an accident.
They never got their picnic.
Yeah, those things happen. Somebody also on our app, Harold, we have the nicest listeners. They want to wish you a happy birthday a few days ago.
Oh, man, that's really, really cool. You do have great listeners. I mean, that's really sweet. Thanks. Thanks to everybody on your app. That's awesome.
Yeah, they are all over it this morning. But you guys support the man here. Check him out. Hopefully, Harold will get a chance to talk to you for another project in the future. But check out Claws.
Hopefully, you'll talk in person. I'll come to the studio. I'll be in Montana or something like that.
Exactly.
That's what I'm hoping.
I'm going to cast you as, if you can do a Dolly Parton impersonation, I'm going to have you play an old school cowboy in a Western out here, and we'll get you on horseback.
Done and doneer.
We can do it. I love it. Tell the family hi for me. I wish everybody the best. Harold Perrineau. You guys check him out in Claws, the season finale. Premieres the beginning. Finale is the end this weekend. Check it out. Harold, it's been a pleasure, sir. Thanks so much for joining us.
Big J, the pleasure is mine, man. Have a great day, guys.
Bye-bye.